Hello, everyone. Once again, welcome back to the Holistic Pine Live, where we discuss ideas, concepts. We discuss how people understand the idea of the world, how we understand language, how we understand human being, human life. Welcome to another live session. Let's talk about the most important topic of the day, the February edition of the Holistic Pine Journal, which is today we are joined by the very team behind the Holistic Pine. One of our sub-editors, the chief editor herself, is joining us today, and this is going to be an awesome session. Yes, here she comes, and we have our chief editor, Ankush ma'am. How are you, ma'am? How's
I'm fine.
everything going on?
Yes,
Snowy
it's all
mountains.
good. It's all good. Yes.
Ah,
Congratulations for the cover release.
congratulations.
Yes, yes.
Congratulations. Today we released the cover of the February issue and it has received so much of warmth and welcome. I'm so excited at the way people have responded to it. I mean, this is something like, I think it is almost like people want more and more of holistic pine. Every day they're asking for it. People are eager to get their works published in it. People are eager to read it every month, every month. Hey, Neha has joined us. How are you,
Good
Neha?
evening,
How's
sir.
everything? How is the
Sir,
heart of India?
perfect.
Yes.
Sir, perfect.
Excellent.
Congratulations, sir. Congratulations, ma'am.
Congratulations. Congratulations to you
Congratulations,
too.
congratulations, everybody, finally. Because I'm laughing so
Yeah,
much because all
yes,
these sleepless nights, everything that hard work, it paid
absolutely.
off.
Oh
It came
yeah,
out so
yeah.
well, and yes, I think it is the best gift that anybody could give to their loved ones. So that
Certainly,
is also what I
certainly.
Yes.
feel, and it is a gift for oneself too. Yes, so many. The
February
cover
edition
is
has
yes,
so many
yes.
specialities. Ma'am will be telling us about a few of them, I hope. So, ma'am, is it possible for you to reveal a few of those special surprises that we have for readers in this edition? The cover we have seen, the cover looks awesome. Terrific cover, brilliant cover. Especially the people, the couple on the cover, World of an Adventure. I watch their YouTube channel. I'm a big fan of their channel. I'm waiting. So, ma'am, tell us a few things about this wonderful cover. How did it come to be? How did it come into being? How did, the whole idea of this World of an Adventure YouTube channel, the people in it, the family in it, how did it happen? Tell us all about it. We are eagerly waiting, and I'm sure our audience also are waiting eagerly to know how this whole thing came to be. If you guys haven't noticed yet, on our social media pages, on pages of Writers Kalam, we have updated the new cover, the cover reveal of the February issue. So, ma'am, enlighten us, please.
Well, I think whenever there's a cover release, I feel like a proud parent. That is the feeling I have because the amount of hard work that goes in, and thanks to you guys, Simpy ji, Suresh ji, Susan
Mm,
Raina, who is from London, who writes for this, uh, Kurnoor, Krishna, everybody. I always forget names because we are a family, and when I have to start with the release of the cover, the first word I have is thanks. It would have never
mm,
been possible. It can never be possible. I'm saying would and
yes.
can because it is going to
Mm,
be there every
mm,
month. And
mm,
when this cover, when we had decided for the couple on the cover, see, when anybody talks about relationships, it is usually related to couples when it is, especially the Valentine's week is going on
mm,
and everything is there. And this couple, when it was there on the cover, we were so happy that every person can relate to them. They are couples who are from different religions, regions. cultures, from different
Indeed.
nationalities, and they're representative of that one word, love. Love is beyond anything. So I won't reveal much because everybody should just buy the copy and read the interview. And there are so many beautiful topics. I'll just talk about the ones whom we have mentioned on the cover. One is the awareness of date drugs. That is for the awareness that how people can land up in different problems due to these drugs that are at times given without knowledge of the other person. Teenagers and women land up with many
Mm,
issues due to this.
mm,
And
mm,
the biology of attraction or the science behind attraction that is also there. We've spoken
mm,
about the changing dimensions of marriages in India over the years. We
mm,
have tried to, and there is one on the power of togetherness. How, no matter what we say, I always talk about the COVID time because
indeed.
it changed the perception of human beings. It changed the perception of a woman or a man as a couple, the sense of belongingness, how there was a time when everybody wanted that space. And COVID
Mm,
time was something when one person would be in one place, the other was in some other place, and we were just longing for one thing, how we can be together. At the
mm,
same time, for some people, it was becoming too much claustrophobic because they weren't able to move out. That was also there. But the
mm,
beauty of relationships or the beauty of togetherness is
mm.
about that unison, that family structure in India that we still have. I
True.
believe that when we are talking about relationships, the best example is the institution of marriage, and India still has it. And it is the
Mm,
perfect example for other nations, and many are following there. And when you look at the cover, it is such a joy and an honor and pride, everything. I cannot express one
mm,
emotion related to it because it just stands for one thing, love. Love is something that binds. It never, it, it is not calculative. That I would say.
indeed.
So the
True.
people on the cover and have the daughter is, I think, it adds that vitality and freshness
Yes.
that comes from the institution of marriage, the daughter. It is representative of two cultures, two nationalities. That is the beauty of it. And when we talk about relationship, I think the holistic pine is about wholesome, and the cover is about relationships in a whole. A man,
Mm,
woman, and their future generations. I think that is so beautiful about it. And whenever I talk, I'm always out of words because these things you cannot express, be it happiness and be it pain, be it sorrow. And we have
mm,
one topic on broken heart syndrome. People should read about it, how heartbreaks can lead to these issues. And
mm,
anybody can relate to it. When I'm saying anybody, even a teenager who's buying it, nowadays the chronological age has no value. That is what I believe.
mm,
And because mentally, even the kids know things beforehand, that is a good thing too. So
mm,
I believe that taking a journal, an educational one, be it in the form of digital copy or print, it is always good to
mm.
have information on things beforehand. And we have a team who researches on each and everything,
True.
each and every dimension that is related to the topic. They spend so
Mm,
much time in it. Yes. Like I don't know whether it is visible through live. Like our eyes are almost swollen because we were
Yes,
working. We hadn't even finished with the celebration of the January edition. February came. That is how things
exactly.
go. But we do it
Yes.
because we are passionate towards it. And I'm
Yeah.
thanking our creative team and everybody and
Great.
related to it, associated it, all our international writers who give in their write-ups, our columnists, everybody. And thanks to
One thing
our readers, yes.
One thing I'm very much touched by is how the cover represents, as you rightly mentioned, the institution of marriage and how it upholds that particular institution. And what in today's world we can see like a secret, a covert war going on against the institution of marriage, where people are constantly trying to demean it, belittle it, ridicule it, and try to prove it insufficient, inefficient, insignificant. But here we have this beautiful couple extolling the virtues of marriage. And recently, I'd like to quote an idea mentioned by Pope Francis. Recently, I think a few days ago, I read it somewhere, where he says that the union between a man and woman is probably the most beautiful thing on earth in the form of marriage. And whether it's a sacramental marriage like in a Catholic church or in any other form, even if it is a non-sacramental marriage, he points out. In other words, he's accepting, he's declaring, in fact, that marriage is, in fact, the most beautiful picture of a man-woman union. In no other way, in no other name, under no other label can we truly represent the beauty of a man-woman coming together. Even not in living together, not in any other form of relationship, not in sologamy, not in any other relationship. We can only find that beauty of man and woman coming together in marriage. And I think that is beautifully, extremely poignantly represented in this cover. And kudos to the whole team for that. And waiting for the hard copy to arrive in my hands. And I'm sure many of our readers also are eagerly waiting.
Indeed. And we have,
Congratulations,
yes, yes.
everybody.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And thanks to you, sir, for giving us a creative space. That is
You're
very important.
most
Like
welcome.
being the
I knew
founder
something
of
positive will definitely
Writers
come
Column,
out.
the Writers
Whenever I
Column, there.
wait for each month's edition, I feel like I'll be getting some surprises. And this month also, I wasn't disappointed. Everything is so beautiful, so perfect, perfectly aligned with our mission and vision also, which is incredible. And our team did a very good job. Very good job. Wonderful job. Can't wait to hold the copy in my hands. Wow.
Same. Same is the feeling. It is with every
Yeah,
edition,
indeed, indeed.
um, but taking the theme of love and that too uh,
Yeah.
from every angle that could uh,
Mm.
serve a student, a family,
Mhm.
intellectuals. I think that is the concept we had in our mind. Every time when we stick to a particular theme, we make sure that any person who takes that copy shouldn't be
Mhm.
hiding it anywhere or try to
Yes,
read it sneakingly. Yes, because
exactly.
these journals are going to go in schools, school libraries, colleges, public
Yes,
libraries. That is the thought we have about it in our mind.
yes. Mm.
Yes,
So
it's because I believe.
usually, yeah, you're right, because usually when people talk about journals that are focusing on relationships, there will be a cringe factor on the cover or somewhere, and we are somewhere, self-conscious when we read it or flip through it. And here we have this journal which talks about relationships, beauty of it, everything in such an open way, and still, you know, impressively, um, I don't know what word I should use. Impressively beautiful about it, and beauty is definitely there. The cover itself announces it, and the way it has extolled these values and the mission of the whole Writers Kalam team has come out through the holistic mind, especially the
Indeed, indeed.
February issue. Indeed. And I was wondering, what exactly went through your mind, Neha and ma'am, when you were approaching the final phases of the designing of the cover, because the cover is excellent.
Well, Neha, would you like to answer it first?
Were you nervous or were you like disappointed or nervous or excited? What exactly went through your mind? Were you nervous that this month it would go wrong? Previous month it was excellent with Siju Rajan sir on the cover. This month, what would be there, and how did you feel?
See,
Sir, I was really excited for this.
oh, Neha
Mm,
was super excited. Anything more, Neha? Yes.
Yes, the cover is very beautiful, and the earlier January month issue is also beautiful. It covers the Sijurajan sir, and everything is beautiful. In both the
mm,
months, there is no comparison.
mm. Ma'am, what are your thoughts about that?
My thoughts were Adipoli, this word I've learned. I'm going to use this word so much. This is a Malayali word that I learned. I always use that.
Yeah.
See, with every cover, we always try to make it minimalistic, at the same time victorious.
True.
That that is a very different approach, I would say, because I'm an artist. I draw caricatures
Yeah,
and
yeah,
artwork, so
yeah.
um, an abstract art. I am talking in abstract language. So when we had to approach these people, because this February edition, uh, we were just juggling through various ideas. Who could be the
Mm,
perfect one on the cover? Should we take any person who gives advice to couples or an author or anybody? Then this particular couple was
mm.
perfect in every sense.
True.
Firstly, they are staying at a distant land. The
Prashant and
man is,
Margaret,
yes,
for those who haven't noticed
Prashant,
it,
yes,
and
yes,
Margaret.
Prashant and Margaret, yes. They are they were representing one thought, because nowadays what is happening is that everybody is deviating from that one word, love. Different connotations are coming up. Some people are trying to mm, um, create those barriers, that
Mm,
this shouldn't be there, or it is caste related or caste
yeah.
oriented, and anything. Whereas when anybody who looks at the cover would be relating to this cover, and indirectly that is how human psyche works, that
Mm,
whenever we look at the cover of a gift, I'm talking it in that perception, the cover decides what would be inside. That is what
mm,
happens. The same is with this edition, because some of my friends were saying, I think you're going to take up a relationship as the theme or Valentine's Day as the theme. Many were saying Valentine's Day as the theme. So they were all thinking that it must be some glamorous couple or some celebrity or anything. But when we decided to take them, the main idea was that we wanted a family. A, B, we wanted a couple who was from different culture, traditions, on
Express.
and who could represent it in every way. The third,
Exactly.
when we saw them, was that what I would say that any person from Indian household would relate to.
Yeah.
Her dress, her attire, and the way she's adapted to the culture,
Oh,
the
yeah.
perfect amalgamation that comes out. Their daughter,
Indeed.
I think the daughter is
Alaika.
representative.
Her name
Yes,
is
yes.
Alaika.
Alaika,
Because I
yes,
watch
yes.
all
Alaika.
their videos. I'm like familiar with them like a family member. That's why I'm, saying their names. Very easy for me because I watch their YouTube channel and I watch their shows on YouTube.
And
Yeah.
their daughter is representative of how the union of uh, two people leads to, uh, I'm not getting the exact word, but this is a very beautiful picture. The daughter is
Indeed.
representative of the two cultures, yes. And
Yes.
uh, so everybody should just grab the copy if they want to learn about day trade, drugs, if they want to
And
learn
I
about
think the most
fashion,
important
and
thing, the
yes.
most important thing about this family is not because they simply adore each other and live with each other. That is not exactly why we find it so attractive. It is because through their life they're extolling the beauty of marriage also. Even after being from two different cultures and two different worlds, to different racial backgrounds, they are extolling that virtue of marriage in a world like this. Um, so they are not just expressing that they are impressed with each other. Then it would have been something else. But they are telling the world through themselves that their marriage itself is the foundation of that beauty that they exude, on the YouTube channel, especially if you watch it. I mean, it is both entertaining and it is at the same time so warm and welcoming and full of love and joy. I think that joy is spread because of the values that they share. They are not just two individuals coming together. It is like they are praising something which is higher than them. They are appraising, they are cherishing an idea that is higher than these two couples themselves, which is this higher idea of marriage, union of man and woman. That is more important than these two people, and uh, I think that is what they are extolling, celebrating that idea of marriage itself. I think that is why we feel so respectful towards them. We feel so attracted towards them. We admire them. I think that's the reason. That's what their YouTube channel gives us. And uh, yeah, so I think there are so many things in the interview that is coming up, um, and I
Yes, so I
think
think
one of the
don't
biggest
reveal much.
challenges. No,
Yes, leave it to
some
the
of the biggest
readers. Yes.
challenges One of the biggest challenges that this editions cover, the technical team, when I discussed it with them, they mentioned something. They mentioned that there is one thing that could go wrong in the cover. There was one thing, and that was we had some very important articles that were to be named one after the other in a line, and at first they didn't know where to put them, because the image was like that, and they didn't want to put words on the people, you know, and so finally what they did was they came up with that circle, golden circle, and they put it near Prashant in the beginning. And then they tried to change it to the other side, and then they realized that there's a lot of space on the other side near Prashant, and they could put all the articles named there. And one of the articles, which looked perfect, about the importance of togetherness, that they put in the circle, and it felt so well. It just blended so well. It felt so good that they said they finalized it right there. So even the designing of the cover was like a challenge, and also
Yes, yes.
especially because there was a lot of in the original image they
Yes.
said that there's a lot of deep blue, dark blue shade was there from the background because there were leaves, um, palm leaves were there in the back, so it was a bit of a dark background, and that dark shade was like coming on the people also, and it was deep blue, dark blue. So the problem was that it happened with our first cover also. I think that is how the team realized it. With Nicola's cover, she had that really very deep green or blue background, and that is what they said. So the cover, in a way, looked a little dark in certain cases. That is why what it happened. That's why it happened. And the difference with Siju Rajan's cover, the January cover, is that it is so warm. The tone is very warm. You know. So they used a technique which they didn't share with me. They used a technique and they just did some magic, and the image itself just you know like transformed, and they realized that they invented a new formula to design cover. Wow. And they
Yes, our
won't
designing
share
team
it.
is amazing. Our designing team is
Yes.
amazing.
They won't share it. They won't share
Like
it.
whenever we are in doubt with anything, they will come up
Yeah.
with something that will
Yeah.
just make
Yeah.
it so beautiful and majestic. The same happened with this
Yeah.
cover. We were a bit doubtful with the pictures we got, but yes, they did it
Mm.
again. Any
And
words for a creative team, Neha?
The creative team is working awesome. They are creating their magic with the creativity.
yeah, indeed, indeed, that is true. And recently, we are working on we have reached the final stages of the anthologies also, the first anthologies that Writers Kalam had planned, and soon we'll be able to um, organize a release ceremony for those anthologies. Um, so we are eagerly waiting for that day. Books are presently in print. Soon we will be able to officially launch them once the books come out of the printing press. And we're waiting for that also. The covers have come out so nice, and it's all great. It's going to be really great.
Mm,
Yes.
Ryan is also there.
Ye-
Okay.
Yes, yes, he is here. And this is a live session, so we can't afford to cut the live session.
No, here, yes. Yes.
Yeah, he's not here. He disappeared. Meeting കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് Oh, I'll come
So
after the
you
meeting.
can,
He disappeared. Yes. So,
okay.
yeah, let's
Yes,
continue with the discussion, please.
it it happens. It's okay. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
It happened
So,
with me too. That is
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
power of
Indeed.
relationships that,
Yeah,
especially in
yeah,
India,
true,
the family structure, we all are staying together. So,
true.
yes.
That is true. So, guys, what exactly is the idea behind the article rape drugs? I saw that on the cover. Well, I know you won't reveal much about it, but at least give us a hint of what we should expect. A rape drug is it something like a solution, or is it something that we should be
It is
worried
on
about? What exactly?
awareness. It is on awareness of certain kinds of uh, drugs with the name, but I won't reveal it much because, sir, you've already revealed a lot, I think. But definitely, I believe that everybody should buy this copy to get that awareness of what these are. Because what happens, the beauty of any journal is that it has that information in one piece or one journal. When a person has to Google about it, how can a person
Mm,
Google about something if he or she has no idea about that thing?
yes, that
That
is
is
true.
only possible if there is a journal because whenever we have
That is
to
true.
think, we research a lot, we go through so many different ideas, and we read
Indeed,
through
indeed.
so many research papers, and then we decide what are the potential topics. Then
Yes.
our team goes forward with them. So when
I
we
think that is the
decide,
relevance of, yeah.
yes, that is the relevance of a journal, that nobody can question. That we can
Mm.
Google it, but how can a person Google something if
That
that
he or she doesn't
thought
know.
is not here? Yes, if the
Exactly.
thought is not
Exactly.
here. So that is
Exactly.
what we are doing with the holistic pine. We are trying to incorporate wholesome, complete knowledge on various themes that are related to lifestyle. Like this time we had the bigger theme of relationships. Yes. For the
Mm.
previous edition, it was on new ideas, and
Mm.
there was one on education. The first edition was on health and well-being. So the holistic
Mm.
pine is representative of the theme in whole, in a complete sense, so that
Mm.
anybody who is grabbing this copy, for example, on
Mm.
relationships, will
Mm.
have every information that is based on fashion, then entertainment is there. You will have from various species, like biotechnology related would be there. So
Mm.
no person has to worry. Everybody will get that information, or that perfect, capsule of information with this one journal or one edition, and this is going to happen.
Mm.
So there are many new uh, there are many new ideas that are coming up that are quite similar to the holistic find, but what makes us stand out is our team, and how
Mm.
well researched we're trying to make. And it is not an anthology. Like some of the
Mm.
writers wanted to send in the write-ups. Guys, this is not an anthology. We have a proper professional team who's working on this. They are not some
Mm.
random writers who are sending in their entries. No, because it is not just a coffee table magazine. No, it is not for that purpose. It is a journal
Yes.
that is informative, that caters to uh, intellectuals, that caters to students, that caters to parents, teachers, everybody who wants to consume information, authentic one. So that is there.
True. That is true. I think there is no comparison between the Holistic Mind and any other journal in the field because we have already created our own niche, our own particular unique space. There's no comparison now, right now, because it's been this is the fourth fourth issue, right? If you like count from the beginning, this is going to be like a
Yes.
second volume, second issue, volume two, issue two, which will be the fourth one. So the consistency and the quality that we deliver, it cannot be matched by any other journal um, with the same kind of you know uh, in the same genre, even in the same genre, I think. And we have created our own genre, by the way. Nobody is there who's doing um lifestyle monthly journal with which is a journal and a lifestyle journal. There are
And that
lifestyle
too, an
magazines.
international one that caters to international
Yeah,
audience.
there are
Because
lifestyle magazines, but we are like a serious journal that
yes.
explores the idea of lifestyle, the particular genre of lifestyle. So that is a unique concept, and also we have an audience internationally. Our writers are also from various nations, various places, various nationalities, and I think the quality is evident of their dedication and hard work. So I think there's no comparison right now. We have created our own genre, our own niche. I think that is what we wanted. That is what our aim was, and we have successfully created, carved out that space for ourselves, which is like something usually I think journals take a lot of time to give us or to at least create a voice for themselves. But we have a unique voice, we have a unique identity already, which is incredible, which is what I think Writers Kalam can offer other individuals who are in the field of marketing and business also. You know, our expert team behind the personal branding, we have done some amazing work on the holistic mind, and that is what you see here. That is the result that you see here. That is the reason why we have that unique voice and unique space and niche for the holistic mind. So yeah, incredible experience altogether.
Yes, indeed. So, sir, anything more or Neha, should we conclude then? I think we won't be now
Sure.
revealing much. The cover release is sufficient because
Yes.
in excitement, I think we might end up with revealing the
Exactly.
entire edition.
The problem, that was
So,
the biggest problem because we can't talk about anything else. We are
yeah,
restricted.
Yes.
Until the journal comes out, we have to keep everything secret. And because the cover is
yes,
released now, and we can't even talk about much of the things, related to that. That is like, oh, it's so irritating. You can't, like, you have to control yourself when you say something. Oh my God, it's very irritating, isn't it? You can't speak
I,
openly because then you will reveal something, It was excellent anyway. It was such a great time with you guys today. After the release of the cover, it's like a party time, it's celebration time for all of us.
yes,
And uh,
congratulations, guys, and again,
once again, congratulations, everybody. Even our readers, listeners,
Congratulations.
congratulations. Uh, be seeing you guys. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please go and subscribe. If you haven't followed us on Instagram or LinkedIn, please do that also. And if you're interested in reading or writing, contact us at writerskalam@gmail.com or just DM us, just directly message us. We will get back to you. Okay, if you're interested in reading books or writing, if you don't know how to start uh, your training as a student of English language, or if you want to read a lot of good books but you don't know where to begin, or if you want to become a writer, if you want to publish your books, if you want to write for the holistic mind, also you can contact us. We will guide you, but we can't assure you we will publish your work in the holistic mind because, as you already know, it's like it's a we do have a very difficult standard, and it's not easy for usually for people to uh, work, like follow through. So we help people to write with that standard. We help people to achieve it. Uh, and if you are a writer, if there is a writer in you, you will be benefiting. You will be benefiting from it. So write to us anyway. If you have a wonderful researched, well-researched article, if you feel that your article can make a difference, if you have something to say that can make a difference, write to us. Write to the Holistic Mind also. You can just write to us an email. The holisticmind@gmail.com is the email address. So I've shared with you two email addresses. One is writerscolumn@gmail.com. The other is the holisticmind@gmail.com. The holisticmind@gmail.com. The other address is writerscolumn@gmail.com. Okay, so I think, guys, it's time for us to wind up, right?
Yes.
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 Okay, good
So be
evening,
seeing you
guys.
guys. A very good evening, a very good night, everybody. See you. Take care. Meet you in the next live session. Bye bye. Take care.
Bye bye,
Bye.
guys. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye.